That armed standoff in Port McNeill came to a peaceful end last night after an RCMP negotiator convinced the man involved to put his weapon down, and that cleared the way for police to enter the home and bring the man out. He had barricaded himself inside a townhouse late yesterday morning, and by early afternoon, police from across the Central and North Island had converged on the tiny community. A News reporter Gord Kurbis has an update.
After 9 long hours, an armed standoff in Port McNeill finally comes to an end as members of the emergency response team take a man into custody.
We waited. We did establish contact. Our negotiators certainly had established some contact with him, and eventually the emergency response team secured him.
Police surrounded a townhouse at 11 o'clock Tuesday morning. Inside, a man armed with a rifle. Earlier in the day, he had been seen out in the streets of Port McNeill with the gun.
We were able to secure that scene while we waited for the police dog service out of Comox Valley and an emergency response team. They all arrived between 3:30 and 4 this afternoon.
Here on Broughton Boulevard, neighbors were being kept either inside their homes or prevented from coming into the area from the outside. It was a huge undertaking requiring RCMP from as far away as the Comox Valley, along with ambulance crews and volunteer firefighters.
All agencies seem to work very well together today and to a successful conclusion.
Jerry Smith lives near the townhouse police had surrounded. From inside his house, he was able to see a close-up view of the action.
It was like a show being put on. It was like everybody, there's freaking vehicles coming up, people standing along the sides of the road there, just watching big lineups of people.
The amateur photographer says he never feared for his safety, feeling RCMP had the issue well under control.
They're very professional. They really took their time, and it was an incredible sight to see. It was first time ever seeing anything like that in real life, and especially that close.
Throughout the day, police had been using loudspeakers to contact the man, but had no response for long periods of time. It turns out that was because the man made his way into an adjoining townhome, breaking his way in through the adjoining crawl spaces. Police finally moved in on him.
We negotiated with the male. He later threw the rifle out of the window. We've been able to secure that, and a very short time ago, we've taken him into custody.
Police were already very familiar with the 32-year-old man. He's now likely to face several charges, including multiple break-and-enters, assault with a weapon, pointing a firearm, and uttering threats. His name will be released once those charges have been laid and he appears in court. Gord Kurbis, A News.